32 FM 94.9, the station where joy resides. I am Chike Ubogu. I'll be taking the Punch newspaper and the Nation newspaper this morning. I'm not here alone, I'm with Tayo Ogunade.
Good morning to you, dear listener. I am Olutayo Ogunade. We go straight to the papers.
All right, from the Punch newspaper this morning, bold headline, front page. INEC awaits Buhari's nod on e-transmission of results. With so many riders there, we have existing law stipulates manual collation. Amendments require Buhari's accent. That's coming from INEC. And another one there, direct primaries will end godfatherism, says House of Representatives chairman. APC-led National Assembly has subjected wishes of Nigerians to money bags, alleged PDP. We have this headline here, Ramfak presents new revenue sharing formula to Buhari December. 8-month fuel imports go up $690 million. 8 months fuel imports go up $690 million amid forex scarcity. Delinquent debtors exploring Nigeria's judiciary to frustrate recovery. This coming from the CBN governor, Emefiele. Nigeria's export profile, same in 40 years, below Vietnam, Malaysia, AFDB advisor. Some headlines here. NSAS, Lagos loses 9.7 billion naira to toll gates closure, plans reopening. Aggrieved son hacks father to death over chicken, charged to court. Presidency, Dr. C impressing benefactors in North, position weird, says Ohaneze. And we have this one here. Man hires hoodlums to attack Ogun teacher for beating daughter. Man hires hoodlums to attack Ogun teacher for beating daughter. 3 die as cultists hold Lagos community hostage for 1 month. 3 die as cultists hold Lagos communities hostage for 1 month. Kwara raises 10-member panel to probe Quranic schools' excessive beating. Kwara raises 10-man panel to probe Quranic schools' excessive beating. These are some of the headlines from the Punch newspaper this morning.
Let's see some more from Daily Trust. Zamfara Assembly suspends lawmakers for working with the bandits. Zamfara Assembly suspends lawmakers for working with bandits. Quote sacks Kotangora Emir. Standard Chartered Bank delight. Okay. Naira don't foist unpopular decision on Nigerians. Arewa Youth warn CBN. Buhari appoints Ezra. NEPC CEO Okonjo-Iweala, Nigeria must cut trade costs. Still from Daily Trust, Governor's convoy held hostage as IPOB militant disrupts ABGA campaign in Anambra. Fresh crisis erupts in Kano. Council of Ulama as clerics reject Khalil suspension. Senate bows to pressure empowers INEC to decide on e-transmission of results. Electoral bill, PDP orders kick as Senate adopts direct primaries. Despite bid disqualification, federal government moves to award INT'L's multi-billion naira boat service contract. Sports Ministry budgets 1.47 billion naira for construction, upgrading of 14 stadia. 1,153 civilians, 176 security personnel killed in 3 months. Nigeria's women representation and leadership, world's lowest. Yuan, we go to another paper.
All right, moving straight to the Nation newspaper this morning. Okay, let me take some more headlines from the Punch newspaper. Some interesting ones here. Says, declare emergency on federal roads. Senate tells Buhari. Declare emergency on federal roads. Senate tells Buhari. Return to work or face sanctions. Cross River tells striking workers. As ex-Cross River commissioner quits PDP. Says decision painful. Father of siblings crushed to death alleges intimidation. Demands 30 million naira compensation. Federal government to deploy alternative surveillance system in airports. Federal government deploys alternative surveillance system in airports. Senate probes budget office over 19 billion naira payment without approval. Senate probes budget office over 19 billion naira payment without approval. Buhari's regime, a huge joke. This is from the PDP. Buhari's regime, a huge joke from the PDP. Will receive more APC defectors in Rivers, says PDP chairman. And we have this headline here, though from the sports scene. United eyeing January move for Ndidi. Manchester United eyeing January move for Wilfred Ndidi. That's from the Punch newspaper there. 8 months fuel imports go up. Okay, I took that story earlier on. Federal government moves to restrict visiting lecturers to 2 federal institutions. Federal government moves to restrict visiting lecturers to 2 federal institutions. 7 die in Kwara Road crash. FRSC alleges speeding. North Central in turmoil as Saraki camp rejects PDP chairmanship. North Central in turmoil as Saraki camp rejects PDP chairmanship. Man hires hoodlums to attack Ogun teacher. Okay, we took that earlier on. CAC disowns factions, threatens legal action. That's from the Punch newspaper. Experts divided over Oshibajo's stand on exchange rate.
Let's see some more from The Guardian. CSO parties hail Senate's U-turn on e-transmission of election results. Fintech shunned stock exchange for $876.5 million funding overseas. Police hunt for abductors of 3 Kaduna seminaries. Seminarians. Beg your pardon. Still from The Guardian, Chidima pleads not guilty to murder of late Usifo Ataga. Russia says no progress in talks with the US over standoff. Former Buhari's aide in court over certificate forgery. Gunmen kidnap students of Catholic school in Kaduna. Some more from The Guardian. Let's look at the sports side now. Okay, before we get there, Yaradua's daughter Zainab forged Abuja land documents. Minister tells court. Zambia ready to help Nigeria fight insecurity, says envoy. How to improve health sector performance in Nigeria. NMA. Anthony Joshua lightweight in a heavyweight garb. That's something to read. AFN fears Okagware may go to jail over alleged illegal drug use. Unilag hosts 2-day Lagos Women Cricket Fiesta this weekend. Wenger still inspiring Ateta 25 years after. 25 years. Let's see. Adebanjo Kwadokun orders pay tributes to Kano.
All right, from the Nation newspaper, bold headline: Senate, we bowed to public on e-transmission of results. With riders, Wike Oye Ekweremadu laud decision. INEC will wait for president's accent. On the front page of the Nation newspaper, 2 striking pictures there. Picture there, that's Otumba Gbenga Daniel visiting Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the other one, former governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose, in a picture there, in a pose with the APC leader, that's Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu there. PDP chair Atiku meets Mark. PDP chair Atiku meets Mark. Reps OK Southwest Development Commission. Reps OK Southwest Development Commission. Custom duties, 91 private jets risk forfeiture. Agency clears 57. Soldiers shot, many injured in Abga rally shooting. Rain of tributes for Ndubisi Kanu in Lagos State. Ministers face quarterly performance appraisal. Ministers face quarterly performance appraisal. Government spends 30% of forex on petroleum products importation. Government spends 30% of forex on petroleum products importation. Where the rider shortage persists because of low exports, says AFDP. Bandits abduct 3 in Catholic church attack. Bandits abduct 3 in Catholic church attack. Some of the headlines from the Nation newspaper.
We are live on YouTube, 32FM 949 Ibadan. Live on YouTube, 32FM 949 Ibadan. We've gone on a short break now. When we return, to be time to engage Austin Adumo.
Sọ fún yín pa Zainabu bó bá ti jí láàárọ̀ yóò kọ́ jẹun tó dáa. yóò wá gbé pabambarì lé lórí Didion syrup of hemoglobin vitamin B12. Ara ti mókùnù, ọpọlọ ti jí pépé, iṣẹ́ yá.
Lẹ́ òjò.
Káàárọ̀ Zainab. Ìdí nù ti fi máa pegedé lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ rẹ̀.
Jọ̀ọ́ bá náwó mú wéhùn.
Àti pàápàá ń bi eré. Didion syrup of hemoglobin ní èròjà vitamin B12 nínú tí yóò mú kọ́pọlọ àtara rẹ̀ ó jí pépé ní ìgbáradì fún àṣeyọrí tí ọ̀lẹ́gbẹ́ ń gbà gbogbo. Mu ṣíbí méjì Didion péré lójoojúmọ́ pẹ̀lú ṣíbí lásán tàbí kọ́ púpọ̀ pẹ̀lú ohun mímu ẹlẹ́rìndòdò tó bá fẹ́ràn. Ọ̀yá gbéra ńlẹ̀ bí akọni pẹ̀lú Didion.
To be healthy, strong and active, I say. Take Didion.
Didion syrup of hemoglobin vitamin B12. Agbára tí ń roni lágbára. Ẹ kàwé pélébé inú rẹ̀.
Lẹ́nìkan bá ń bi mí ohun tí mo máa ṣe tí bá jowó tó tówó gidi. Mo ronú mílíọ̀nù kan náírà àbí? Ìyẹn ò tó nǹkan kan rárá. Bóyá pẹ̀lú bíi 5 tàbí 10, mo lè.
Mú àlárere rẹ ṣẹ pẹ̀lú ìpolongo Airtel Recharge and Blow níbi tí gbogbo èèyàn ti jẹ́ olúborí. Ra owó ìpè dójú àmì lọ́sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ kó o sì gbádùn ẹ̀bùn owó tó tó 100 mílíọ̀nù náírà. Ìpolongo yìí ń wá sópin ní oṣù December ọdún 2021. Fún àlàyé síwájú sí testa 444*4#.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Set to fresh. I feel the freshness. I got the confidence. With the liquid fuel chewing gum, not Santa Fresh. I'm feeling good. I feel so good. Yes, I feel so fresh. I feel so fresh. I got confidence. Santa Fresh. The correct chewing gum, not Santa Fresh. No darling with Santa Fresh.
Santa Fresh chewing gum. Trust the freshness.
Precious Cornerstone University, PCU, a faith-based institution located in the heart of the city of Ibadan, provides a student-friendly and enabling environment to fulfill your dreams. Precious Cornerstone University is a true pan-Nigerian university, currently with students from more than 22 states of the Federation. PCU is currently calling for admissions of new intakes, and with a minimum score of 120 in JAMB UTME with 5 O-level credits in English and mathematics alongside 3 other relevant subjects, you can enroll today in accounting, business administration, banking and finance, economics, computer science, microbiology, and more new courses are being approved. Mass communication, international relations, cyber security, software engineering, and procurement. Direct entry admission for all ND and HND holders is also ongoing, and students with lower mark than 120 can also register for JUPEB. Enroll online today at www.pcu.edu.ng and follow the procedure. Or you can visit the Precious Cornerstone University Campus 1 at Olaogun Odife Road, Ibadan, or call now 080-600-51554 or 081-3181-1946.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pain wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
And the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
Egbògi kan ti délẹ̀ yìí, egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣe ni, ó dára fẹ̀jẹ̀ gidi gan. Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o. Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o.
Ojú rẹ̀ ṣàǹjọ̀lọ̀ lójoojúmọ́ kí làṣírí ẹ wà rí o.
Veneton cleanser ni. Já mi sí ọ̀rẹ́. Veneton cleanser egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ṣe tí bádọ̀tí ara wọ̀ yá ìjà rẹ̀ wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀ ṣe wọ́n yẹbẹyẹbẹ. Inú tó ń kú tó ń dàrú gbòdògbòdò kò bára rẹ̀ èrí inú ẹ̀jẹ̀. Amọ̀nà ti dé o. Veneton cleanser egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ṣe tí a fi ewé àti egbò ṣe ní ọ̀nà tìgbàlódé. NAFDAC Fòǹtẹ̀lù MA1 Nigeria Limited ni wọ́n gbé Veneton cleanser jáde. A wà ní nọ́mbà 17 Ọba Akínyẹlé off Adeogun Street, Aláàfin Avenue, Olúyọ̀lé Estate, Ring Road, Ìbàdàn. Telephone 08034051533 fún títà àti rírà. Ìwọ náà darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Veneton cleanser àmọ̀tẹ́kùn egbòogi tí ya gbogbo kòkòrò inú ẹ̀jẹ̀ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́.
Láti gòkè àgùnlà láyé èèyàn nílò ìtọ́sọ́nà ẹni tó mọ̀nà débi àṣeyọrí. FMH International HR àwọn ni gbajúgbajà akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ alárinà tó mọ ojúlẹ̀jà bá ti ń tọ́ni sọ́nà finimọ̀nà nípa bí gbogbo òǹwáṣẹ́ ṣe lè pàdé àwọn òǹgbanisíṣẹ́ pàápàá jùlọ láwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tó wà lókè òkun.
FMH International HR alábàáṣepọ̀ gidi ni wọ́n jẹ́ pẹ̀lú àjọ oníwádìí ìjìnlẹ̀ àgbáyé tá a mọ̀ sí United Nations Volunteer Research Group láti jùmọ̀ tọpinpin wàhálà táwọn ọmọlẹ̀ yìí ń kojú nídìí ìgbìyànjú ajé lọ sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. Ìyẹn ọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹ mọ́ mọ́ international migration àti international labour activities.
ǹjẹ́ o tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé o nílò ìmọ̀ tó jinlẹ̀ dáadáa nípa ìlànà à ń tẹ̀lé láwọn pápákọ̀ òfurufú tó fẹ́ gbà sọdá sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí United Nations Volunteer Research Group pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ FMH International HR ń ṣe research lórí ẹ̀dùn ọkàn àti ìpèníjà tẹ́ ẹ bá ní. questionnaires táwọn òṣìṣẹ́ FMH bá fún yín lágbègbè yín lẹ́ ó ṣàlàyé ìrírí yín sí.
fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ kàn sí wọn ní 3rd and 9th floor Cocoa House Dùgbẹ̀ Ìbàdàn.
telephone 0817 4444 627
àti 081 68 73 7222.
Babe, I can't believe I won't see you again till next week. I've really missed you.
Nah, I miss you more.
That's impossible because I miss you more.
Me, I miss you like Ilode.
Oh my. Wow, babe, we've been talking for like forever. Oh yeah. Time to hang up.
No, you hang up.
Okay. Let's hang up on 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. You didn't hang up.
Neither did you, Joe.
That's because I don't want to stop hearing your voice.
Aw, babe.
Your pillow talk doesn't have to end when you talk all day long for just 11 co per second to all networks. Dial star 311 hash to get talking right away.
Glow Unlimited.
Welcome back from the commercial break. 32 FM 94.9. It's the 13th day in the month of October 2021. I am Olutayo Ogwade. Once again, we are live on YouTube. 32 FM 949 Ibadan. Let's engage us. Did I just say Osinidumu? Yeah, Osinidumu will be doing the analysis, but Chikegwogo is right here.
All right, welcome back. Let's look at this story here. INEC awaits Buhari's nod on e-transmission of results. The Senate bowed to pressure from the public on Tuesday when it passed a bill which gave the Independent National Electoral Commission the sole power to determine the procedure for the transmission of election results. The Red Chamber also approved direct primaries as method to be deployed by all political parties to elect candidates for an elective position. Headline: INEC awaits Buhari's nod on e-transmission of results. Austin Dumo, good morning.
Good morning, Chike. Antayo, good morning.
Yeah, good to hear from you. You heard that headline there. INEC awaits Buhari's nod on e-transmission. And the striking part of it is they approved direct primaries as a method to be adopted by all political parties. This seems to be a fiat.
I particularly like the crafting of the headline, bowed to the public. When we say the public say that, do they hear, do they listen, would they act? How will you react to this particular headline?
Yes, yesterday was like a watershed in our democratic struggle and culture in the country. It was a victory for democracy and victory for the rights of the people. Like you said, I was also particularly elated when I heard captivating headline that Senate bows to prayer. The House of Rep have always been on the side of the people as far as this issue of electronic translation of results is concerned. We do not know whether if we change things, but for things to improve, we definitely have to change. The law, a combination of the Constitution and the Electoral Act, confers on the Independent National Electoral Commission the mandate to organize and undertake and also to supervise elections, including the pattern, modality, and the method with which such elections are staged. So INEC is able to do that over time. But now we need to migrate and instigate a kind of paradigm shift in the culture of our election. Most of the disservice and substanding of the mandate of the people through the electoral process takes place at the level of coalition, that is between voting center and coalition.
Austin Dubu. Hello, Austin.
Decided that what we can do
hello, Austin.
to help ourselves and come out.
Right.
Yeah.
So the line isn't so clear.
Hello, I'm with you.
Let's redial, okay? Let's try and get back to you while we try and redial the line. Okay, so maybe then the line can be much better. But in the meantime, I take the headline or the body of the story. The Senate bowed to public expectation and interest by reversing itself on the electronic transmission of election results by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. Its spokesman, Ajibola Bashiru, said last night both chambers of the National Assembly passed different versions of the sections 43, 52, 63, and 87 of the Electoral Act of electronic transmission of results, while the Senate version said INEC must obtain permission of Nigerian Communication Commission (NCC) and the National Assembly before deploying technology during elections. The House version permits the electoral agency to use its discretion. From the Nation newspaper, Senate will bow to public on e-transmission of results. Austin Adumo. Hello, Austin. Hello.
Hello, Austin, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay,
Great.
it's better now, right? So you were speaking the other time, yeah.
Yes, on the e-transmission of election result. It's a welcome development. We must particularly commend the House of Representatives and the Chairman Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Yakub Mohammed, who after the 2019 general election had to approach the National Assembly to incorporate electronic transmission into the process with a view to enhancing the outcome and the credibility of our election. So it's a victory for democracy, it's a victory for the people. The House of Rep also amended clause 87 that has to do with direct primary of candidate nomination in political party level. Of course, I have read a statement issued by the leading opposition party, the PDP, that APC is trying to destroy democracy by forcing direct primary on the people. Direct primary is the best method of primary, the best form of primary that can be adopted, because it reduces and removes the influence of godfatherism. We have about 3 types of primary that is specified in the Electoral Act. Direct primary, we have indirect primary, then we have the issue of consensus. But direct primary is indirectly giving power back to the people. But some proponents of the theory that direct primary is capital intensive, political party may not have the resources, the wherewithal to be able to mobilize across the country for picking candidates, especially that of presidential primary. Of course, it's still a subject of debate, but in my own honest opinion, I believe that direct primary is best for our democracy. But politicians want to kick against this because they are used to what we call the delegate form of primary, that they want to camp people in a hotel, spend a fortune, you know, in a particular governorship election, one of the staggered governorship election that we observed, I don't want to mention the state, delegates got millions of naira to be able to vote for the candidate of their choice. Most of the time, other candidates will not have access to the delegate to be able to market their credentials to them. So for me, if we can just adopt the direct mode of primary, it's a way of power returning back to the people, which means that every card carrying member of a political party will now be a critical stakeholder in determining who emerges as a candidate of the party for any election. So it's a welcome development. I do not know why the PDP is vehemently kicking against this. Of course, there will be challenges on the part of INEC because they have to monitor some of these various primary. They will need logistics, they will need manpower and what have you. Let us deal with the process the way it is. Let's wait for INEC to come out and complain that they are not in tune with direct primary. Right. I don't think it suffices for any political party to want to condemn direct primary, because we have had problem with indirect form of primary, which is statutorily the delegate form of primary election since 1999. Because it is for the money back, it is for the highest bidder. That's the issue.
Now, Austin, if you won't say, I'm taking us back a little, the concern of the possibility of disenfranchising the electorate in areas where there are no networks and the possibility of hacking the system. Now I'm talking about the e-transmission of results. How have we been able to find a solution to that?
See, Tayo, we need to
put
test.
measures
We
in
need
place
to test.
to ensure this does not happen.
Yes, let INEC put far-reaching measure in place. We can't say a system cannot work except we have to deploy or try it. So let's test run this process. INEC, for example, also transmitted election results electronically in Edo and Ondo. I've said this repeatedly. We were part of these two elections. They transmitted results. That was why at the level of litigation, at the level of the tribunal, no candidate that lost the election ever argued that they were not well beaten. They were only relying on technicality to overturn that particular election. That is what we are talking about. You don't even need sophisticated network spectrum to be able to transmit results. You can transmit election results as low as 2G. What we are looking at is that we are not totally eliminating the manual collation. I hope you are getting it, Tayo. Hello?
Yeah,
I hope you are getting it.
Yes,
What this will achieve is that the moment election result is uploaded at the voting center, it reflects automatically in the server. That will not give room for the possibility of alteration. Because like I told you earlier, in the case of Olujimi versus Adeyeye, it was the major crisis that we have in the electoral process is collation in between the voting point and the collation center. Results are altered. With this new amendment, it means that from EC8, which is the result sheet, politicians will lose interest in it. Do you know that politicians before now buy the result sheet to alter anything, irrespective of what you do at the voting center? They don't care because they sit somewhere, connive with security operative, connive with electoral officer, most time at gunpoint, under duress, to be able to alter the figure. What we are now saying is that once result is uploaded from the voting center, you can carry the paper result sheet to the collation center. Then at the collation center, the senior electoral officer there will compare what is on the screen with will reconcile with the paper form. That is the technology, that is the logic behind this. We have been making calls in this country. Some of the area we think that there are no adequate network, we might be over exaggerating. Let us test run this. The first time when NCC appeared before the National Assembly, they said we are good to go, until some senators decided to stampede them, and they later came out to come and tell us cock and bull story. The truth of the matter is that there are no area, network may not be sufficiently strong in some area. Look at what the House of Rep did, for example. House of Rep passed the bill. He said INEC should determine when and where practicable. Tayo, underline that word, when and where practicable. During the time of the card reader, we had the issue of the incident form, where the card reader has been certified not to adequately work. Then we wait for some time, the stakeholders will come together and enter the incident form. But I think we should test run this electronic transmission of result. It worked in Edo, it worked in Ondo. Recently, it worked in Isoko State 2 constituency election in Delta State. So if it has worked before, we can give it a national outlook to work in an election, so that at the end of the day, when the candidate lose in an election, the candidate will be magnanimous enough to say that, yes, I have been well beaten, I accept the outcome of this result, let me wait for another time. That is what we are trying to work at. That is why at the initial, I said we need to salute the courage and the sagacity of the INEC chairman, because he needs a Senate election, and he decided to approach the National Assembly to get this done. And thank God, effort is being made to ensure that this is achieved. So let us leave the area of network. INEC will also improvise and put far-reaching measures in place to ensure that areas that cannot be captured, something is put in place to cushion whatever effect, or to ensure that the vote of the people also count in such areas.
All right, Austin, you made some damning allegation there about politicians buying forms and all that, but we'll investigate that later. Moving on, let's look at this headline. FG moves to restrict visiting lecturers to 2 federal institutions. The Ministry of Education has said it is making moves to prevent abuse of visiting lectureship among lecturers in federal institutions in the country. This was disclosed in the ministerial strategic plan published by the ministry, a copy which was obtained by the Punch newspaper on Tuesday. And in 2017, there were debates in the House of Representatives over the role of visiting lecturers in the Nigerian educational system. FG moves to restrict visiting lecturers to 2 federal institutions. Looking at this headline and looking at this move, do you think it will bring out optimum productivity from these lecturers in schools?
Of course, it can bring it. I also see this as a welcome development, a policy direction in a right way, because the major bone of contention between ASU and the federal government on the issue of the IPPIS was the fact that the federal government will use IPPIS to eliminate the issue of visiting lecturers. And we have said that Nigerian university either to have enjoyed or have been conferred with some level of autonomy. What that then means is that you may not be able to eliminate visiting lecturer issue completely from our university system in the country, because whether we like it or not, we need experience of this lecturer to move from one university to the other to impart knowledge. Now that the federal government has seen the other way, that instead of multiplicity, a lecturer at the University of Ibadan drawing salary in salary and allowances in about 4 or 5 places, we can streamline the whole process. Let us make it 2. I think 2 is still okay, but to abolish it completely, I do not support it. I hope this will go down well with the academic union of university. Let the federal government still consult them the more. Let them engage critically in such a way that at the end of the day, we find a lasting solution to it. In my own honest opinion,
yeah. Austin, I have there's this issue with that story. It says from 2 federal universities. It means you can visit one federal university and you can be in a federal university and be a visiting lecturer in a state university.
I said it's a welcome development. There have been proliferation before now. The federal government also tried to abolish sabbatical the other time. We said these things cannot work. If you are in a federal university, you visit another one, and you visit a state university. All of it is to inculcate and pass adequate knowledge at the end of the day. Because some of these lecturers, they have experience and they need to share in this their experience to others. So for me, 2 university to be visited is a welcome development. So let ASU be carried along. I don't want a situation where the federal government will do this by fiat, and at the end of the day, we'll start going back and forth in such a way that it will affect the academic calendar of our children in the university. Let us harmonize this position and move on once and for all. If the university system is saying that, we can't afford the situation where you go against it outrightly. You and I know now, when we were in the school, we used to have visiting lecturers that we admire. They come far away, they come from other universities to come and deliver knowledge, to come and impart knowledge. So we can't completely abolish it. If the federal government now has seen that, we can restrict it to 2 to avoid the proliferation, in my view, I think it's a welcome development. But all the stakeholders must be carried along.
All right. From Daily Trust newspaper, Zamfara Assembly suspends lawmakers for working with bandits. The Zamfara State House of Assembly has suspended 2 lawmakers over alleged ties to bandits. The lawmakers, Yusuf Mohammed, Anka, representing Anka constituency, and Ibrahim Tukoro Bakura, representing Bakura constituency, was suspended for 3 months. Osteredomo.
Yes, I think it's also good. Sometimes ago, the Zamfara state government put measure in place to actually ensure that some traditional rulers who are conniving with bandits, who are aiding the activity and abetting bandits, were brought to justice. At that time, some of them were deposed. And now we are beaming the satellite on politicians. Let the government continue to do more. Whoever that has soft spot, sympathy for this criminal element within our society, they must be dealt with in the best possible way within the ambit of the law. So that is what we are talking about.
These people are supposed to be representing the interest of their people.
They are supposed to be representing the interests of their people, but they are sympathetic to the cause of non-state actors, criminal element. So they must be dealt with. Apart from just suspending them for three months, let there be thorough investigation. If there is need, they should be put on trial. What if they just go somewhere, cool off for 3 months, and resume back to the State House of Assembly? The purpose of this should be that at the end of the day, it will serve as a deterrent that no well-meaning Nigeria should support act of terrorism or act of banditry in the land. So it is not just to deprive them of their privileges for 3 months. It should be with a view to ensuring that we cut the ties. And if that is not done, let them be properly put on trial. Because when people that are supposed to represent the interests and protect the interests of their people are now serving as people that now aid and abet criminals to destroy lives and property within our domain, it shows that they are not representing the people well. That is even a disservice to the people they represent. So let the government look inward. Let us have, that is why we have always said that some of the members of this group or people that are sympathetic to their cause are in our various government. That's the truth of the matter. A caller may call this morning and say, oh, I've always talked about official connivance. There have always been. This criminal element cannot survive without official connivance from those in government. You look at where I think Kangara's students, when they were adopted, the bandit leader that was spoken to at that time said that we know their movement. Don't deploy soldiers to trail us. We know their movement. Somebody, your own person, is giving us information. Somebody said that at that time. A leader of that particular group that adopted the student at that time. Why? Because there are those in government who are making fun. Don't forget they are collecting huge ransom. Only God knows how they share this ransom. We are talking about source of supply. We need to cut their logistics. We need to cut their sponsor. So these people are nothing but sponsors of terrorists, and they must be dealt with in accordance with our law. That is why I've said earlier that the idea of a 3-month suspension, I don't really buy that particular idea.
Yeah,
we can suspend them for 3 months.
We commend the Zamfara state government for this effort. But we also have information that even the federal government, have, information, some of these people who are fomenting trouble in this country, these terrorists, these bandits, operating in this country, and yet we're yet to really see something decisive, a decisive step taken, on the part of the government, except that they will say we have done something, but we're yet to see. People need to see some of these things to serve as deterrent also. What do you feel?
Yes, they need to do more. I've said it earlier, we commend the Zamfara state government for taking this step. Let every government look inward. Before you brought in, I was going to the case of the federal government. Let federal government also search within those that are in government. Let charity begin from home. Let the example begin with those that are in government. So the federal government should look at that. A particular security expert came out recently and said that a serving cabinet official in this particular government was interrogated and investigated for alleged terrorist sponsor some years back, and nothing has been done as far as that is concerned. So let the president or the federal government summon the political will to be able to deal with this issue. If we deal with their sponsor, we are almost solving the problem. That is what it takes. After death will not help us to solve the problem entirely. We need to look at source of funding. We need to look at source of supply. We need to also look at source of support. So let the federal government be courageous enough to actually name these people. If the president, on the occasion of flag celebration, the Independence Day celebration, can say that, oh, we know those that are sponsoring so and so people, they are from this particular government, this particular arm of government, the president should also go a step higher by saying that we know those that are sponsoring these people, provide the evidence, let us deal with these people and move forward to solve this problem once and for all. That is the way I see it. So the government must first of all cleanse itself. So we'll continue to salute the effort of Zamfara state government by being able to name these people, publish their name, and at the end of the day, put them on suspension for now. Let investigation be done to actually put them on trial. Okay. Malami said we cannot put them on we cannot name them because of the purpose of investigation. We are still waiting. After us, investigation cannot take eternity.
All right, Austin, thank you for that. We'll be going on a short break. Stay tuned. We'll come back for more analysis and then we'll open the phone lines. Remember, you can watch us live on YouTube. It's at 32FM 949 Ibadan.
Center Fresh. I feel the freshness. I got the confidence. With the liquid fuel chewing gum, not Center Fresh. I'm feeling good. I feel so good. Yes, I feel so fresh. I feel so fresh. I got confidence. Center Fresh. The correct chewing gum, not Center Fresh. No, darling, with Center Fresh.
Center Fresh chewing gum. Trust the freshness.
With INT'L Home Broadband device, your home is connected and you all can focus on the important things in life.
Enjoy the finer things in life in the INT'L HBB seasonal offer. Visit any certified INT'L shop to get a 4G MiFi at 9,999 Naira plus up to 55 GB bonus data, or router at 19,999 Naira plus up to 160 GB bonus data. Offer valid while stock lasts. Terms and conditions apply.
INT'L, the smartphone network.
The next family to perform is the Johnson's family.
I'm breaking all limits.
I turn challenges into opportunities.
BioVit Vitamin B Complex is an ideal daily supplement for the family. Manufactured with vitamin B1, B2, and B6. BioVit supports development of the infant and helps boost energy for pregnant women. For a healthier and happier family, take BioVit.
BioVit Vitamin B Complex. Strength for active family. Produced by Daily Need Industries. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor.
Good things come in pairs like salt and pepper, bread and beans, sport and entertainment.
Say what?
That's right. Showmax Pro is bringing you the best of both worlds.
Everybody strap in. We're about to open some windows.
Now you can watch live sport from Super Sport.
In your life have you seen anything like that?
As well as movies, originals, award-winning international and local shows, plus kids shows when you sign up at showmax.com.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pain wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Now, the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
ó fẹ́ bẹ́gbẹ́ pé kó láwùjọ àwọn kòsíkòsí gbogbo ìgbà kó sì máa gbọ́ bùkátà pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn. ẹgbẹ́ alájẹsẹ́kù multilevel marketing cooperative investment credit society limited ladobani matosi ti ń bá ní ìpínlẹ̀ ọ̀la nílànà káràkátà àwọn kò ṣeé mọ̀ ní ojoojúmọ́ bíi herbal food supplement àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. bẹ́ẹ̀ lè tó ẹ̀yáwó ọlọ́kan ọ̀jọ̀kan dúró dè ọ́ bó ṣe ń darapọ̀ mẹ́gbẹ́ alájẹsẹ́kù multilevel marketing tí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá sì darapọ̀ mọ́ wa pẹ̀lú owó yín ó máa jèrè tabua lóṣooṣù. bákan náà ni gbogbo ẹni tó bá dókòwò pẹ̀lú wa láti sin yìí ló máa gbẹ̀bùn fáànù jẹnẹrétọ̀ tẹlifíṣàn àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. èyí wà fájọyọ̀ bá a ṣe ń pé ọdún kan lóṣù October ọdún tá a wà yìí. ẹ kàn sí multilevel marketing ní health concern building lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ MRS filling station nítòsí Bishop Phillips Academy Ìwó Road Ìbàdàn. àtẹ̀kálẹ̀ iṣẹ́ wa ní Stanbic Bank building Niger West area Challenge Ìbàdàn pé 090504816 090504816.
Hello! We believe you're enjoying Titan Farms products like Titan Rice, Yam Flour, Rice Flour, Titan Oil, and others. Oh yes! With Titan Farms, there's always something more. Give your child the best gift by buying any of our lots at Titan Farms Estate, Opulent City, Monia, Idianyure, Regal Gardens, Soka, Cherry Court, Ilaji, and enjoy freebies like 500 blocks, 20 bags of cement, free survey, deed of assignment. That's not all. Here's the big deal. For every land you buy in your child's name at Titan Farms Estate. You can get a loan to sort your child's school fees if need be at no interest for up to 3 months. Yes, you heard me. No interest for 3 months. To enjoy this limited offer, quickly call 0906 007 9714 or visit Titan House opposite Motor Dealer Park, New Garage Road, Ibadan, or check us out on www.titanfarms.org.
ẹ̀yin tèmi ó dẹ̀ rọrùn fún mi láti máa ṣorin fún yín ṣùgbọ́n ṣé mo kó tó tún rọrùn fún mi jù láti ṣe àsopọ̀ NIN mi àti ẹ̀ka ìpè Glo mi mo lè mú ẹ̀rọ ìpè mi kí n sì tẹ *109*NIN# tàbí kí n pe 109 lórí ẹ̀ka ìpè Glo mi kí n sì tẹ̀lé àwọn ìfilọ́lẹ̀ rẹ̀ tí kò bá wù mí láti pè mo lè tẹ àtẹ̀ránṣẹ́ NIN mi sí 109 mo lè kàn sórí gloworld.com/NIN pẹ̀lú íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì ayárabíàṣá mi tí kò bá sún mi tí ò rẹ̀ mí mo lè yà ní ẹ̀ka Glo World tó súnmọ́ mi jù tó bá dẹ̀ ti gbàgbé NIN rẹ̀ tẹ *346# láti rí gbà padà ẹlòmíì lè béèrè wípé tí n bá ní NIN kọ́ kò burú Glo jẹ́ igi lẹ́yìn ọgbà ẹ̀ nítorí o lè yan fandawọ èyíkéyìí Glo World tó súnmọ́ ẹ jù kó sì ṣe forúkọsílẹ̀ ìrọ̀rùn ló bá dé má jẹ́ kán já ẹ̀ka ìpè Glo rẹ o nítorí àwọn àǹfààní tó pọ̀ sí ìpè àti dátà látọwọ́ Glo àti so NIN rẹ pọ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ka Glo rẹ ó rọrùn gidi kò léwu ọ̀fẹ́ ni kò sì ní wàhálà rárá.
Glo Unlimited.
Welcome back from the commercial break. The lines are open now. 0705 500949 0705 500949. I think we can make do with that particular line this morning. We still have some headlines here, though, but of course, you can reach us now on the phone line.
All right, we'll be going straight to some stories here from the Oyo State news. Makinde swears in 5 judges. Okay, let's pick these calls first. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
You are voting the claims of yesterday. Now, I want to talk about, can you permit me to talk about exactly yesterday?
We didn't get that.
Let's kindly dwell on issues for today. Yesterday is gone.
No, what I want to say about this, the what you call it, the anti-grazing law, in which also make a statement yesterday that when you go to Ibadan, you see many cows. On Monday, I said, Tayo should investigate who owns this cow and the people that are helping them for rearing it. They are non-Nigerian Fulani. They speak both French than English. Where I'm going is this. This security in Nigeria, the people around the area, they too are capable of causing problems. You invite somebody to an area, they will invite their criminal elements also. About the electoral reform that Senate bound, we want them to buy to talk more about what people want, not their pocket. Have a nice time.
All right, thank you for that. 0705 500949 to join the conversation. Hello, good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Kolawole Kassim from Ibadan.
All right, make it brief.
I think we need to celebrate the national House of Rest for that indirect primary elections law which they are making. I think we need to celebrate that. Exactly what this country needs now. In fact, also and I hardly agree, but on this point, let us have done.
Okay, your line is not clear. You call us back. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Alaji from Coca-Cola.
All right, Alaji, make it brief.
Yeah. One of the best, I think the best news in recent time is the issue of electronic voting. But I want to ask, as Senate agree to approve this thing as our rep too, because the joint house need to sit on it and agree that indeed we should go the way of electronic voting. At the same time, INEC too should purge the staff to be ready to fall in line in making sure that our election is credible next year.
Thank you. 009 700949. That is also active now. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Adeshi Yamanola from UI.
All right.
The new electoral passage by the House of Reps is the best, but I can right today they down. If you look at the rider, they said they await the president assent. They will score 2 weeks. Right today they down. That's the way I'm going. On the two suspended lawmakers in San Francisco, there's no need for us to say they are sympathetic. We know that people in government are called all political parties. They are the sponsors of Boko Haram. Let's make it like that. And I expect the community where the people are representing, I expect them to have stormed wherever they stay now and beat them up. Look at the best of today.
All right.
That's a violent remedy.
Hello, Austin.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, so I'm sure you must have been tracking the feedback too from our.
Yes.
All right, let's take this call first, and we'll come back to you. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Can you speak up, please?
You have Solomon on the line. Long time.
Good to have you, Solomon.
Yes.
Good.
On this electronic transmission or whatever, I will not celebrate it because there is no system. I don't see any that system, any that process in Nigeria that Nigeria will not contradict. They will find their way to do whatever they want to do. So I don't celebrate it at all. I don't see any progress. I don't celebrate it because I know Nigerians. If you don't know the Nigerians will come back here in 2025 and be lamenting again. Thank you.
Thank you, Solomon. Austin Adumu. Solomon feels this system will be jeopardized at the end of the day. Do you share sentiment?
Yes, of course, it could be jeopardized, but we need to start the process. I understand the sentiment, and I also acknowledge it, that there's no measure put in place by government that Nigeria will not devise or develop another step ahead to compromise and truncate the process. However, we are due for electronic transmission of results.
Hello, good morning.
Nobody
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Okay, 070550949 080970949. Okay, quickly, this headline from Oyo State. Era of impunity has ended in APC. Alawa Kala declares.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Okay, good morning. Good morning, Austin. Good morning.
Good morning.
Will they agree, the House of Reps? Will they, all of them know the right thing to do, but they refuse to do it? Will they agree?
Agree to what?
What they are filing, the electoral bill. Will they agree for electronic transmission? They all know the right thing to do, but they are refusing to do it.
All right. Thank you, Austin.
Yeah.
Let's
Solomon said, we can only strengthen the process. We need to try the process and strengthen it in form of measure being put in place. We can't say for the fear of compromise we are not going to start at all. It was done in Edo, replicated in Ondo, and it went successful. Now we are giving it a national outlook. Let's see how it goes. Then concerning Abdul Salami, the headline of that story is that Senate bows to prayer. The Joint Harmonization Committee between the House of Rep and the Senate, they are the one that came together, presented the report yesterday, and the Senate had no other option than to bow to public outcry. That was the reason why they didn't say House of Rep bow to prayer, because House of Rep has been with the people on this issue. It was the Senate that differed mischievously. Yesterday, the Senate had no option than to adopt the recommendation, either two that have been proposed by the House of Representatives. So Abdul Salami got it a little bit wrong by saying that the Senate should concur. The Senate have concurred. The only thing that is remaining now is for Mr. President to give assent. So I expect him to say, let the President assent to this bill as a matter of urgency.
Okay, Austin, before we start rounding up, there's this story here. It says House OK's establishment of Southwest Southeast Development Commissions. That's a new development from the National Assembly. Then you ask this question for the Southwest. What's the fate of the Dawn Commission?
Well, the Dawn Commission will still continue to exist. Dawn has done quite well for some time now. So Dawn will continue to still function. But the idea of regional or zonal commissions, I do not buy. Yes, the Development Commission, I do not buy into that idea. Almost every geopolitical zone is trying to have a commission. Establishment of commission is not the problem that we have.
What is source for the goose is source for the gander.
Of course, we look at it from that area. I see it as proliferation. The Niger Delta Development
Austin,
Commission
was
a child of necessity.
Austin, we have to go.
Thank you.
Thank you for featuring on the paper review this morning. I wish we had
Thank you for having me.
I wish you had enough time to dissect some of these things, but it's good. Thank you, listener, for staying tuned, and thank you for those who called in. I am Chike Ubogu, wishing you a very positive midweek.
Up next is Smart Kids Show with INT'L. I am Olutayo Ogunade. Good morning.
The station admired by other radio stations.
Yes, we are.
32 FM 94.9.
Show me your 32. Put a smile on your face, no matter condition.
Filling the air with laughter. 32 FM 94.9.
Hey, boy! Hey, come here! Ṣé wọ́n kọ́ ni Ṣamsi?
Samuel ló kọ́ mi ṣá.
Samuel?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ṣá.
Okay, ìwọ mo rí last week tó ṣá àbí?
Tó ṣá.